Okay, today is September 7, 2019, and this season's harvest is, for the time being, you may notice that there is there are still rice that are scheduled to be harvested next week. Since they cannot be harvested today, since they need more time. So the area that you're seeing right now produced 57 sacks with the average weight of 40 kilos each. So hopefully the remaining will also produce the same. Not to include this part. And there are parts of the farm that has not been developed yet, and this will wait for the irrigation system to be provided by the National Irrigation Authority. Hopefully it will be implemented this year. Well, the good thing about this is that the value of this property will somehow be enhanced, because by principle, an irrigated land will have to produce at least more than the usual. We have 2 croppings a year here, but if this is irrigated, that would mean that we will be able to produce at least 3 times a year. Right now, the caretaker here is now hauling the rice to the drying area to be loaded for sale. This is their house, and this is where we usually stay when we visit the farm. And the property with this demarcation line right here is the property of my parents, and the one I'm stepping on right now, this is owned by my aunt under my administration. So part of the property of my aunt, which is an estimated area of 3.6 hectares, is this one. I believe last cropping this was planted with corn, and there's at least 3,000 square meters of rice planted. Still green, the grains are still green. Maybe it will have to wait for a month or so. This one, on the other hand, was planted with I think with corn too. Was not really sure about it. I was here 4 months ago. That's why I'm recording everything, because my memory is not serving me well. And here we see some carabaos, at least 5 of them, right here. And this will be the area to be utilized by the proposed irrigation system to be provided by the National Irrigation Authority. Actually, the old pump was situated here, and they are going to revive it again, and it will extend to irrigate this whole 7 hectares. and more so, it will also provide water for at least a few farmers here. This would be something like 60 hectares all in all. That's why we have to establish the association, National Irrigation Association of the farmers here in Ansag. Also here, right here we have the rice, and that particular house right there is owned by Alma, who happens to pay for her existence here. I think she's paying 1,000 or 1,200 a year. So she can freely reside on our property. And this is the rest of the property right here. This is how it looks from another angle. That is the house built for us to stay, but we're not staying there. We prefer to stay in the caretaker's house, Bernie's house, that is. And as we can see, we have varieties of coconuts planted here, a few bamboos. What you're hearing right now is a bug called agaganis. It gives me the creeps because I've been hearing this sound since I was a kid when I was visiting this place. Here are some of the newly sprouted bamboos. They used to be thick, but I don't know what was happening. And here is the legendary water source of drinking water here in Ansag, in our farm. And in order to go there, I have to pass these steep steps down, which I'm doing right now. You can see how steep it is. And this is surrounded by sound trees. And this is how the river looks from this angle right here. And luckily the river does not look the same as it was before. The river is quarried by the locals here. Gravel and sand are being collected from the riverbed, which eventually destroys the river itself. And right here is again the water source of our locals here. A lot of people rely on this water source right here because it's a spring water. 100% mineral water flows from this bamboo pipe 24/7. So we're still lucky we have this here. And even on summer, this particular spring water flows freely. So as you can see, up to this time there is such a thing as free goods, and this is in the form of our spring water here. But you know, it will take you to go down here for a few meters to get into the water source, and it flows down to the river right here. Here's an angle of what I'm about to climb again to go back to where I came from. There's the spring. And there's the reservoir of the old irrigation system, which will be revived hopefully this year by the National Irrigation Authority. So we'll take a glance at the spring water again, see how high this is. And I'm now going back to my caretaker's house.